It is an all business, no jokes day.
No jokes today.
Look at this.
We're so serious.
Super serious.
Business attire.
Super
Definitely
serious.
going to get right
It's
to the
a
show.
fancy show.
It's going to be a great show.
It's going to be amazing.
Oh, it's starting. This is the Block Party of Minecraft podcast, episode 173. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth.
And Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the block party started.
Yay, it's a party
You
around
can tell by our attire, especially my attire.
I'm all dressed up for
Look
the
at this.
fancy party.
Look at this, super fancy. This is one of those fancy parties. There's nothing about my outfit
Absolutely.
that isn't serious.
Nothing?
Nope, not at all.
Nothing at all. No.
Yeah,
you
don't-
look perfect.
Yeah.
You're ready for a wedding.
Yeah, we're doing sound for a wedding
We
later.
are. We'll get into that. All right, let's get the show going. We got a lot. Big changelogs, big Minecraft day,
changelogs.
big Minecraft week. It's been awesome. I'm so excited for this show, actually. Little C, no glasses. Little C with glasses.
You can't-
Oh,
I
and
turned the
they
camera.
missed it. Oh.
I always have glasses on. You just will
Yes,
never know.
That's right. All right. Oh, thanks, by the way. I just want to give another shout out. I like doing this every so often. John
Yeah.
Derry 270.
Great music. Great
Awesome.
intro music.
Intro music. So thankful for that. All right.
Him and I are both a little disappointed that he can't really get it on Spotify.
Right?
Because his
Right.
distributor or whatever for his
Yep.
music is like having some
That is
issues.
disappointing.
but
But
it
you can
would be
check them
cool.
out. Castlegate Studios
Mhm.
YouTube channel
On Spotify too.
and
You
Spotify.
should follow him on Spotify.
Absolutely.
He's one of the 2 artists that I follow on Spotify.
Nice. Very nice.
I don't know why
All
I
right.
don't follow artists.
Usually, yes, this is a Minecraft podcast.
Usually we have comments.
Comments of the week. We go to our listeners, whatever you guys want to talk about. What have you been doing in Minecraft? All those good things.
So let's do that now.
Oh,
Oh.
no comments this week.
Hello?
That's okay. That's okay. We probably would have made this a special show anyways because
Yeah.
it's such a big week for
Mhm.
Minecraft that everybody wants
Plus,
to talk
we
about
did
that.
things. I
But
did things in Minecraft.
They might be waiting for us to hear about the new update, and then they'll
Whoa.
comment next week about it and what they like, what they
It's
don't
kind of
like.
weird because last week we talked about the update and it was the update
Right.
show, and now it's the update show, but
Right.
the update is actually out show.
Actually out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So that's all right. We're just going to talk a little bit about Minecraft ourselves. What you been up to?
The Pale Garden.
You
It's
did.
out.
Okay.
I've explored one.
Yes.
I have a creaking heart now.
Yes.
I have all of the new blocks because there's not that
Right.
many.
Okay.
I found it on Jericho. I did that on Thursday. There was an event one of our members hosted and kind of to go out and explore and try to find one. So I live streamed
Right.
that on the block party. Definitely should go back and watch that. I'd say it's a fairly entertaining stream to watch even after. I try to be good about that when streaming because I
Be
know
entertaining.
well, yes, but
I don't worry about it.
I try to make it entertaining for like watching it as a video
Oh, right.
type thing.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people,
Yeah,
different
absolutely.
time zones, different lifestyles,
Yeah.
just can't always get
Yeah,
there.
for sure. That's kind of how I treat my live streams
Mhm.
too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Um,
still very interactive with chat, so definitely try to be there live. But
yeah,
yeah.
it's fun when you can be there live. I do it weird times too.
yeah,
Like,
I'm
it's a
very
hard
random
thing.
with my live streams. I'll just decide, hey, I'm going to live stream.
right.
And yeah, the event went well
That's awesome.
and everything. We
Good.
found 2 Pale Gardens. I found one, and then Jibao found another one.
Nice. Awesome.
It was like only 8,000 blocks out, I think, on Jericho.
That's not too
8,000
bad
and
for
6,000.
considering
8,000 and 6,000,
I mean,
so I went
it's
diagonally.
basically been a year.
Yeah.
Just
About
slightly
a
less.
year in the world.
A year in the world with,
Mhm.
I think we have about 50
40
members,
yeah,
40
40
to
or
50
50.
members total.
And some of us do some
So-
crazy exploring.
Right.
Like me, 32,000 blocks
but
out.
you must have just found those little bits.
Yeah, I went diagonally
okay.
because I'm like,
Yep,
okay,
that's
straight
smart.
lines, everyone
Yep.
goes those directions. If I
that's
go
very
diagonally, and I kind of zigzag too to cover more
Okay.
ground.
Yep.
And also, you can tell when chunks are loading if you pay attention. You
Right.
can tell
Well-
when it's new chunks because it kind of
Yeah.
slowly generates.
That is part of the new update too.
Mhm.
Is something with that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
And so I found Pale Garden, explored it. I
Mhm.
really like the effect that it gives. I turned on Minecraft music when I got there
Okay.
because I knew it fades out when
Yeah.
you go into it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how smooth it was going to be, the whole transition. So it was inside of a dark oak forest, obviously, and it was like kind of this opening right in between the dark oak, and it was really nice. It was a nice little like area. It felt very I don't know, nice. It just was a sunny day, nice sunny skies. Minecraft music was playing. It was one of those super nostalgic songs too.
Nice.
And then you just walk into the Pale Garden.
And it
The
just
sky slowly fades.
okay.
They got the timing down
Mhm.
perfectly. It just
Nice.
slowly fades into this gray.
I gotta find one.
Everything is
Man, I gotta go
grayscaled.
to one.
And the music, it
Uh-huh.
just slowly fades out. And it made me, I talked about this on the live stream. It made me feel like how I felt playing Minecraft years ago.
Ooh,
Back
yeah,
when
I
the
know that feeling.
That feeling of the music is so loud, you're just
Yeah.
mindlessly mining,
Right?
and then the music fades out, and you're left alone with your own thoughts there, and you're like,
oh, that's scary.
what am I? Yeah, but what am I doing here? And that feeling is kind of what this Pale Garden, the transition into it, felt like.
Right?
And the one I found, I only found one creaking heart. I thought there was going to be more. It was a fairly large Pale Garden. There was only one creaking heart that I found. And I didn't see any other creakings
so
there.
some of the chats on like the Facebook groups
Everyone's
I'm on,
complaining about it.
yeah,
So,
that they can't find
yeah.
them.
So I found one.
Hmm.
I was hoping to get more because I wanted
Right.
to sell them because Jericho capitalism.
Of course.
But I found the one, so I have a pet creaking if I want it. But
That's interesting that it's not more
there
common.
could be another one in there. But I looked around 2 nights, entire nights, walking
Okay.
around it, and didn't find another creaking after I broke the one.
That is weird. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because everything we saw, like
Mhm. It
I
seemed
would
like
assume there was going to be a lot
it
more.
looked like there was going to be in like
but
the
maybe
original.
not. Maybe it's supposed to feel more empty like
Maybe
that.
in the
And that's the
original
idea.
Minecraft trailer, Minecraft Live gameplay reveal, there was like 4 or 5 creakings,
Yeah.
and I'm like, maybe it's different on Java. I did see something, just a thumbnail of a video saying that the percentage was lower on Bedrock for creaking hearts.
Hmm.
And every
Interesting.
post that I've seen, like on Reddit or wherever, about
Right.
people complaining about not being able to find it,
Yeah.
has been on Bedrock.
Okay.
Everyone on Java hasn't complained, maybe because they don't complain as much. Oh, wait, no, they complain.
Yeah,
they have plenty to complain about.
They definitely
They don't need
complain.
new things. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy I have a creaking, so
There you go.
I'm thinking about
Got what
making
you went
another
for.
portal there, even though there wouldn't be a creaking there, just so people could experience the biome.
That would be cool. Yeah, or do it somewhere outside of it.
Yeah, so you
then
can walk
they
in.
Walk in, yeah. That could be cool.
Yeah,
you can totally do that.
oh yeah. And I finally have an idea. I've talked about the giant pit in my base
Yes.
that I was planning on putting a warden in,
Yes.
but now I don't know. I never did
Okay.
anything with it.
right?
My idea, I'm turning it into a small, like, Pale Garden.
Oh,
And
a biome
it's-
underground.
It's super deep, so
yeah.
I'm probably going to have, like, layers and stuff. And it's going to be, like, this weird underground
Ah.
ecosystem of this super grayscaled
That
pale.
could be fun. That
And
could
I'll
be a lot of
probably
fun.
have the creaking down there
Oh, that sounds
because
cool.
it just comes back every night.
I like it.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, that is weird how the mob just disappears and comes back.
It's
and
super
disappears.
smooth, too. It, like, just goes, it, like,
And it
slowly
doesn't-
kind of.
It only has
and then
like so
poofs.
much of a radius that it can go anyway.
Yeah,
so
it
you're
can-
totally safe.
Yeah.
It's not going. Will it still go to the end if you're outside of that area? Will it still target you outside of as far as it'll go?
It won't go past it.
don't
I
know.
think might look at you if you're in range of the mob.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
not
I'm wondering.
Super sure though.
Interesting. All right. Anything else on your end?
That's about it until we get to the new segment, which we'll have in a bit
Okay.
that we did last week.
So is the Wither Skelly farm?
Oh yeah,
I saw
that.
this the
Mhm.
other day.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I
it's
had it
kinda
in show
cool.
notes, but it's just a super simple one. It's not very efficient, but I
Right.
have 3 Wither Skulls now, and I haven't
Well,
AFK'd much.
Right.
It's better than farming it manually.
Yeah, and if you AFK
Yeah.
overnight or something,
Mhm.
you're probably golden.
Now I just have
It's
to.
super simple. I
Now I
didn't
j-
realize you could do it that simply.
Yeah, now I just have to figure out how to get rid of the withers.
Well,
have to
they
kill
make
them.
wither killers.
Yeah,
You
but
can do that.
I don't trust
you want to do
those.
it. You want to do it real.
I don't want to do it real.
Well, you can make
Last
it an
time-
event.
Last time I fought a wither by myself, like
Yeah.
no help at all, I
Yeah.
died
Yeah.
on Jericho.
Okay.
Oh, I died making this wither skelly farm. I was flying away because I got the
Right.
withering effect, and
Yeah.
I got to like an area where I know if I died, I know where my items were, and I withered away. It's crazy
Aw.
how effective the wither effect is in Bedrock.
Mhm.
It's an
It's
instant
hard.
kill.
Bedrock's more challenging.
Yeah.
It really is.
I think
So I did play. I didn't really play Jericho.
disappointed.
I know I'm just the owner or something, but
Yeah.
I did played on live stream, right? It was kind of short because we had things going on, and I'm trying to do it on Wednesday nights, but I've realized that sometimes we have places we have to go, right? And I have a very short time by the time I get home and I eat dinner and all that, and then to live stream. But I still think Wednesdays are what I'm shooting for, but I'm not going to guarantee it to anybody. Just
I don't
putting that out there.
I don't even give them any idea of when I'm gonna live stream.
Just
It's
anytime.
just a surprise every time.
So on that live stream though, I did have.
Did you die?
I almost. Because I'm doing hardcore, right?
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Players like you should not be allowed
And
to
I'm
play
very
hardcore.
early on, but
Very.
it was after the update. I was already updated and everything. And I wanted to see if I maybe just happened to have a Pale Garden around.
You
right?
didn't, I assume.
Yeah,
they're super far
I
out.
didn't find one.
Yeah.
But so that's all I did basically was go out, and I'm very early game. I don't even have armor. Well, I have a gold chest plate, I think, that I picked up off a zombie or something.
Oh man,
But-
he's stacked.
but
He's
that's
got
it,
the
right?
armor.
Like I have no armor, and I'm getting to a dark oak
Mhm.
forest, and I'm getting in there, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go around this. I'm not prepared for really fighting stuff
Yeah.
too much, so I start going back the other way. All of a sudden, I start getting attacked, and I look down.
Uh-oh.
It's these little guys, man, little baby zombies.
The children.
Oh, and so I was almost dead, like down to 4 hearts.
Oh, so bad.
Exactly. I knew you'd say that.
4
but
hearts.
I don't know
okay.
what it was exactly. I
I'll
gotta
be
watch the
walking
live
around with
stream, but-
4 hearts all the time.
I
Just like,
know.
this is fine.
I
I'm
know.
okay.
Yeah, but so I turned around. I did make it back so safely and
that's good.
everything. So that's good. I found my way back too. That was kind of difficult.
Lost
too.
his house.
Yeah,
Do you have a
exactly.
house or anything?
I have like a mine that I
Okay.
started
Nice.
doing.
You
and
have a
I have
home.
chests.
You have
and
a place
stuff.
to live.
Yeah, exactly. So
I didn't know if you would just go in nomad now with bundles and everything.
no, I thought about it though. I
Yeah,
did. I
just-
actually mentioned that on live stream, thinking
Mhm.
about just becoming nomadic and just
Yeah.
kind of move around and see what
I
we
love
do.
doing that randomly on Jericho.
I'm just not geared up yet.
Yeah.
I need to get my diamonds,
Yep.
get full armor. Once I get that,
Mhm.
I think it'll be more entertaining too. Right? My life. Well, it is still me.
It's still
so,
you.
you
Yeah,
know.
but I feel like you're more entertaining as a streamer when you get to the big project era of
Yeah.
Minecraft, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. The mining out tens of thousands of blocks for an auto sorter or
Yep.
building a giant, the
Yep.
IBX Toy Cat kind of style project.
Exactly. And I got to get further in, and
Yeah.
that is something I would love to do. An auto sorter, a big auto sorter in hardcore on live stream.
Because that makes it so much different, hardcore compared to normal for auto sorters.
Right, but no, it just would be a cool. Nobody's doing that, right? Very few people are making these giant things all on
yeah.
live stream.
The truth
You know,
about it
because
is
it's
no one
very
auto sorts.
grindy.
A lot of people don't auto sort. It's only the old people. There's a streamer I know, a hardcore
Right?
streamer who's been doing it for
Awesome.
years.
It's amazing.
He's like the only one that does hardcore that I watch that
Right.
made an auto sorter, and he made this crazy auto sorter because it's like a
Right.
20,000 day world.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I don't know what day I made it to. I
Mhm.
forget now, but I'm getting there.
I love
I'm getting
that-
further than I did the first
just
try.
don't
So.
Filza. Don't
Yeah.
die to a baby zombie.
Yeah. Well, I almost died already.
Actually, it was
Don't
more
worry,
of a spider. It's a spider that actually killed him. That clip's
Right?
hilarious. Are you gonna use totems when you get to that point?
Yeah, if
You are
I
gonna
can
be-
get them,
That's true.
if I
You're
can
not-
get them, right?
like
I'm
for
not-
me, I don't like using totems because I know I can get them easily,
Yeah.
and I just will never die. Then
yeah,
it makes
I'll get them. I'll probably do Iron Farm,
yeah. Iron
right?
farms are good.
Those are fun and they're not too bad, and
Yeah.
that's kind of entertaining watching me try to get all the villagers. But I'm at a
That
village.
is not.
I'm at a village.
It's
at my
entertaining to
home-
watch, but
home,
not
so-
to do.
Right.
I hate villagers.
Yeah.
It's not as bad for iron
So-
farms.
And really, I mean, most of what I want to talk about, we're going to talk about as we get to the changelogs. That's really what I want
Mhm.
to talk about Minecraft mostly.
Did we do
we-
anything in real life? Did you do
Well,
anything in real life?
life stuff? I did actually. Like work wise, right? I'm in IT now. We actually had because there's different parts of IT, right? I'm kind of in the frontline group of, we get the tickets coming in and you got to deal with that. And then I'm the hardware guy that goes out to the branches and replace stuff. But we had a meeting with expanded of that group, right? There was several of us and we all met at a certain location and it was kind of a quasi Christmas party type thing or whatever, get together. So, but the best part of all that, it was cool to be around smart people and meet them and hang with them. But more than that, we had a nacho bar and donuts.
Of course.
I mean,
his favorite thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically,
what more do you need?
Basically tacos.
I'm so spoiled at
and
my work.
Donuts.
Yeah. And the nacho bar was great. It was amazing. The donuts were amazing. So, yeah, I loved it. It was a great day.
Me home anything
it was a great
at
day.
all.
It was a great. We
Could've
ate them all.
Of course.
We ate it
a bunch
all.
of IT people in a room with
Exactly.
donuts.
We
It's
ate
not
it
going to
all.
last.
Yeah, it did not make it. Yeah, so that was fun. That was
Fun.
Tuesday, I think, and then Thursday I had to go to our like headquarters, I guess you'd call it, where all the office people
The
work.
corporate building.
Yeah, exactly.
Fancy.
HR, all that.
Yeah.
Well, they decided they're moving offices. A bunch of them are moving offices and
randomly?
cubicles, and I'm
Just-
not exactly sure the reason behind it. I
Okay.
think they have some reasons behind it,
Okay.
but I'm not sure what those reasons are.
Maybe they're just bored of their office and they want a different
Well,
one.
our rule, right, for the most part,
Mhm.
employees, regular staff
Yeah.
are not supposed to touch computers and
Yeah.
tech equipment and move it.
Yeah.
And so me, our intern, and another IT guy who's actually very higher up volunteered his services, and he came. I got to meet him. I never met him in
Nice.
person before, so
That's fun.
that was nice. And we got most all of them around, but the problem is it's a 2-story building. There
Ooh,
is an
a
elevator,
lot
but
of-
by the time you got to use a key card to get in, get out,
okay.
right?
So
So
it's
by
like,
the time you
yeah.
do all this,
Mm-hmm.
it's just take the stairs.
Mhm.
Well, going up and down the stairs, some people were moving upstairs,
With
some were moving
computers
down
in
with
your hands.
computers and monitors and
Printers and
printers,
heavy
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I was sore Friday morning when I woke up. That's
Old.
for sure. Because did that all day Thursday. We got almost everybody done except for one office didn't get set up, which isn't a big deal. I mean, not starting right away.
Mhm.
And then a couple cubicles needed moved around.
Actually, I don't think
So-
I'm allowed to call you old for being sore. I just slept wrong on my arm the
Hey,
other night.
Welcome to the
and
group,
it was
buddy.
sore for
Welcome to
2
the
days
group.
after that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting too, hanging out with IT people, just in
Yeah.
general. You know,
They just don't care.
we can
Like, about stuff,
communicate
and
well,
you can
though.
communicate
to
very
each other.
efficiently because you don't need the
It's
nonsense.
way more efficient.
It's
yeah.
just like this, and that, and not
Yep.
this.
We're all
Maybe we do
hyper
something
focused
like
on
that.
whatever it is
Yeah.
we're talking about, though.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was fun. It was great. And then also just being at the administration building, right? That was kind of cool to hang out with those people and get to know some of them that I didn't really know. What amazed me, though, it is Christmas time.
Yeah.
So they'd move their office or cubicle.
Mhm.
Like instantly, I'd go back up there. They're all decorated, all
Yep.
out already
Yep.
for everything.
I mean, it doesn't take that long to decorate
Yeah,
for Christmas.
But that was their focus. I'm like,
Just-
I wish I had that kind of time.
Get back
but,
to
you
work.
know,
Oh,
know.
I guess it's
Yep.
time to work now. Christmas decor.
Exactly. And I get it. It's fine,
Yeah.
right? It's fine.
That's a
But-
good segue. I
Yeah.
decorated my office for Christmas this week, like fully.
Yeah, exactly.
I put up one strand of lights and one Christmas tree.
So my office at work, or my desk at work.
Yeah.
So one of the other staff, I guess, had
Mhm.
like a small Christmas tree. They decorated, put
Nice.
ornaments on years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it was in a cabinet by
Yeah.
my desk. I just pulled it out, put it on my desk. I'm done.
Perfect.
So yeah, exactly.
You need some Christmas Funko Pops.
I
Just
do.
get tiny
That
little
would be fun.
Christmas hats for your Funko Pops.
Yeah, I should do something.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, I need to switch them out. The ones I have at
He
work.
has Funko Pops on his desk at work.
I do.
He's a goofball.
Yeah.
I do the same
Why
thing.
not?
In real life, other than decorating,
Yeah.
back to school, full week of that.
Back to school.
Ooh.
Ooh, a full week.
Ooh,
Mm.
so
Did
tough.
you survive?
No.
Yeah. All right, we
Yes,
probably
no.
should. We probably should talk about why we're kind of
Why
fancified here.
we're all
all
fancy pants. Fancy pants and fancy
Oh, by the way,
shirts.
we are on video in case you're just on
in case
audio
you're wondering
here.
why we're like
Yeah.
random pauses and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are
it's-
on video. You can find it on Spotify,
Mhm.
the Block Party
Only
Minecraft
Spotify.
podcast. Only on Spotify.
We're
right
debating. Let us know if you guys want this. We're debating on uploading it just as a video to YouTube.
Right.
The problem with that is it doesn't then go to our overall podcast
Right.
analytics.
now. Right.
But I think it would help grow.
It would
the
be cool,
community.
and to help support us,
Yeah.
even if you're not necessarily on Spotify or whatever,
Yeah.
if you can go to our website, theblockpartymc.com, and hit that subscribe, it's like 99 cents a month.
Yep, on Spotify.
Right? It's
Yeah,
through
it's a Spotify thing.
right? And if you can do that, that's awesome. You actually do get access then to like our early episodes, right? Those first 50 or 49, I think. And there's an extra show you and I do. And we give them that.
You get more of that guy, more of this guy,
Yes.
more of these guys.
And if you like this segment, right, where we're talking about our real life stuff, that's what we talk about.
Sometimes we have guests.
and sometimes we've
I'm
had
trying
guests.
to think of another guest we could get that would be fun on the podcast for after hours.
Yeah, we could do a lot. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do a live on location somewhere or something. I
Live
actually have an
on
idea
location.
for that. I want to talk to you after
Okay.
the show.
Whoa, guys, you
I
should
do.
subscribe. It sounds like something's gonna go.
I
I,
know.
don't even know what's gonna happen, but it sounds like it's
Maybe
gonna be
not
good.
even for subscription. It might even be open to everybody. That's what I'm thinking.
That's
yeah, so
crazy.
it's kind of cool. All right. Yeah, so we're doing wedding.
Yeah,
today.
we're doing a
That's
wedding
why we're
today.
dressed up.
That's why we're fancy.
Yes.
We have a wedding
we're
we're doing tech for
sound.
at church.
And tech.
Yeah.
Yep. Mostly sound. This one, pretty much.
I just hit the play button on
Yeah,
music.
yeah. You've got the easy job. Actually, I think
Yeah.
you need to raise my pay a little bit. Just saying.
I
I'm
got-
just saying.
I dress nicer.
What's that got to do? All right. Well, I guess that's it then. I mean, we can get into the changelogs, right? No?
Well, there's a new segment.
Oh yeah, we have
You
this
guys-
new
This
segment.
new segment. We talked about it last week. No, a
It
little
is.
bit. Wait, no,
No?
not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
What are we doing for
Not yet.
this? Are we ready? Here we go. It is time. Story time with Little C.
And I am back to very serious glasses, of course. And now I got to see if I can actually read my notes with the sunglasses. I can. These are actually these sunglasses are so bad at blocking out light that I can see everything slightly more dark.
They look kind of dark.
They really aren't.
Wow.
So, update. If you didn't listen to last week's, go listen to it. Also, I mean, listen to the whole show. It was good. But if you just want to listen to that segment, then go do that. It actually, if you're on Spotify, at least on desktop, it shows like transcripts. And it actually got the story time with Little C as a transcript title.
Yes.
So you can just go to that. Because I was trying to listen back to see
Yeah.
the vibe.
I
of it.
love the transcription stuff.
It's not always perfect, but it's pretty dang
No,
good.
It's pretty good.
So, update on the saddle situation.
Oh, yes. Update.
No.
No saddle.
No saddle.
No saddle.
No saddle
That's
yet.
kind of sad.
Still don't have saddles. I did. Good news here. I did get villagers. And they're in our basement. We don't have a
Wait,
house, but the
what?
villagers are in our basement.
You got villagers.
Yeah, so
your
I
basement.
moved the
Okay.
villagers from the
Mhm.
village, which is like
Yeah.
100 blocks or so from
Okay.
our base area.
Yeah.
So I moved them because it
Are
was
you
a
doing
river.
this? This is Java Edition.
No, this is Bedrock.
Bedrock.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I moved the villagers. This time I made sure they're in a safe area that can't have zombies get into with them.
That's helpful.
Not doing that again. So
Right.
hopefully we'll be able to have infinite saddles pretty soon. But now for the actual story. The actual story part of story
time with Little
I
C
don't-
again.
This one, I'm not happy about this one. This one's
All right,
pretty
let's hear
funny.
it, Little C.
So the other person in the world and myself, we're looking for a place to build the house. We wanted a house. We just have our stuff laying everywhere. And so we found like a little island that has a river around it right across from where we're basing right now. And it's pretty big, but it would be cool to like build a house there. We wanted to get an idea of the best like layer area to build it at. So I made a scaffolding pillar, probably like 60 or 70 blocks up. And we went up and looked around there. And then I'm like, I bet I can make it into the water down there.
and how'd that go for
What's
you?
funny is I told the other person, no, don't try to jump. I
Right.
literally gave the advice that I needed to listen to. And so I moved the scaffolding. I had a few extra pieces. I went over like 3 blocks, so I was closer to the water.
Yeah.
It looked like a jump I could make. It looked very simple to make.
Right.
It was an everyday jump into the water. I landed 1 block away from the water.
One
I had
block.
1 block.
That's great.
Ugh. I'm not annoyed at all. It was actually so.
That's pretty funny.
And then right after, the other person's like, "Why do you let me jump if you
Right?
get to do it?"
Right? That's pretty funny.
Thunk. That's this week's recap of
All right, thank
story
you.
time.
Story time
Thunk.
with Little C. All right.
Now it's time for the past week of Minecraft, the changelogs, the crazy stuff. All the info is probably from everywhere you see. If you have any kind of Minecraft stuff in your feeds on social media, you've probably seen all of this.
Right.
But we get it from Minecraft.net, actually this time, because we both have our laptops with the actual changelogs open
we
up.
do. So
So it's going to be a crazy week.
I mean, we can sum it up pretty quickly. Like on Discord, that's usually where I get most of the changelogs. They kind of summarize what usually happens. That's kind of what I go off of. There's only like 4 lines on here. I mean, so it must not be that big of an update, right?
It really wasn't. Like,
Well,
it's super simple.
I mean, just summary is
Yeah.
pale garden biome, pale oak tree, pale moss block,
That's
pale moss carpet,
resin.
pale hanging moss, and pale oak wood set.
Mhm.
Creaking mob,
Yeah.
creaking spawn egg, creaking heart block,
Yep.
resin block family,
Yep.
and eye blossoms.
Yep.
One more is there?
That's it. That's
Right.
all the update has.
I mean, that's the main
for the
part,
update.
right?
And we've kind of already talked about the ambience of the biome. I talked about
Right.
it, kind of my experience with
Right.
it. It's pretty cool.
So I'm gonna actually go through.
Are we
going to
go through Java first, or
Yeah, I'm gonna go Java. That's kind of that's their flagship
we got the?
thing, right?
I'm back. I'm just hiding behind the laptop now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read off my laptop here. Kinda. We're gonna go right down. They have the same new features, just what I read, right?
So you don't really have to read all those then.
No, but we can get into each one,
There's
right? Like
Eh,
the pale garden,
here's
right?
something-
I mean, what do you want to talk
Uh,
about it? You got eye blossoms. They generate on
here's
the ground.
something interesting about it. Just the pale oak tree. It is just a dark oak tree,
Yeah.
so it's 2x2. Got to have 4 saplings if you want to recreate it.
Okay.
I don't know how good I know.
Well, it's not. Okay, you need to clarify that. That's going to get confusing if you tell them it's just a dark oak tree, because it's not. It's its own tree,
It's its own tree. It's
in
just,
own wood.
It's dark oak but pale.
Is it shaped exactly the same?
The shaping of the tree is, yeah,
It is. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
I
they're-
thought it was a little different.
because the pale
but-
gardens spawn inside of dark oak forests.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't
yeah,
quite
it's
know that.
more of less of a new biome and more of a different
Variant,
variant of the.
like a
Dark
dead
oak.
variant almost. I mean, that's how it,
It really
feels.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels very dead and just lack of anything. So that's pretty cool.
so
Wandering traders can sell.
yeah, that's
stuff.
kind of nice.
I got one of the features from a wandering trader on Jericho before I actually explored.
So even if you're just looking for the wood,
yeah,
that's
just
a way to do it. Right?
don't
Get the saplings. You
don't
got to get
just see
4
the-
then, though,
don't
right?
just see the wandering trader and start killing him like we all do.
Right.
You got to go up to him and make sure he doesn't have the pale garden stuff, and
Right.
then you can kill him.
Right. Right.
still-
There you go. But
Still
you
a
got to
wandering
get 4
trader.
saplings, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it works the same way.
yeah. It's just 4
Okay.
saplings. I don't know about the drop rate
So-
of saplings either, because I was mining the leaves with a Fortune 3 hoe to try to get
Okay.
as many saplings as possible to
Right.
bring back.
Right.
But I know dark oak trees, whenever you plant them, you never get enough saplings from one tree.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that way with pale oaks. It seems like they drop more saplings. I might just be crazy. I don't know, but it seems like they drop more saplings.
Well, I know. Yeah, dark oak does not drop enough. But if you stay in there for a while, right? Well, if you're
No, dark oak doesn't. Like just a tree. Like a
Right.
normal oak tree, you
Right.
get like 4 saplings from one tree.
right,
With a dark oak tree, you
You
get
don't.
like
right,
2 saplings
right,
from the whole tree.
right.
and you need
But
4.
this, you're getting more than that.
It seems that way.
It
I don't
seems.
know.
Yeah, I don't know what the behind the scenes is there. Anything with the moss, the new moss? Does it look cool? Is
It's
it
just-
that different?
Okay, it's just moss, but pale. As
Okay.
everything in this update, it's
Yeah,
just they turn
just
saturation down.
desaturated. Yeah.
I like it. If you place it next to a block, it kind of like goes up onto the block. So it's really cool for that.
Okay.
So you can get some
That's
nice
kinda
detail with
nice.
it
Mm-hmm.
and do some with the moss carpet, I should say. It does that. It kind of
Okay.
spreads
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
and
Eye
looks cool.
blossoms. Anything cool there with those?
They're different. They're 2 different items.
2.
That's what's
Okay.
interesting to me. I thought it was going to be 1 item, and then just when you place it, depends on what it looks like a sunflower almost.
Okay.
But it's not. You have the closed eye blossom and the open eye blossom. The closed one is during the day, and the open one's at night.
So
if-
when you obtain it, it stays that way.
yes, but then
Oh.
you place it back down, and it goes. If it's nighttime, it'll be open, kind of thing.
It's got to go through the cycle.
It'll just
I
be
see.
yeah. But
Okay.
it picks it up in the state that you pick it up in. It stays the state.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you just that's kind of cool.
That's kind of That's
I found
nice.
it interesting. I don't know why. If there was a technical reason to do that, maybe it was just easier to add the items in that way.
And that's on Bedrock. Is your experience there? Have you
That's my experience.
experienced
I
it on
haven't
Java
done
yet?
anything on Java with this yet.
Okay. So
I might.
it may change a little bit, right? Some of those little things,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they got to tweak them and get them where they're the same. They're doing a much better job
Yeah, it
at
seems
bringing
like this-
parity together.
From everything I've heard, besides like everyone complaining that Bedrock is harder to get a creaking, apparently,
Yeah.
is that it's the same update.
Speaking of creaking,
Yeah,
the creaking mob.
they're pretty cool.
So,
They creak.
all right. All right, here. A creaking will activate if a survival or adventure mode player is within 12 blocks of it and looks at it. So,
Okay.
and then it stays active while there is a survival or adventure mode player within 32 blocks of it.
That makes sense.
So, 2 chunks basically. And then an activated creaking will not move if a survival or adventure player is looking at it.
Which that works really well. It actually does work. I wasn't
Okay.
sure. I'm like,
Yeah.
this feels like a feature that
So
would be a
it's
little
almost
buggy.
like the ghosts on Super Mario World,
Yes.
right?
I forget what horror movie or horror game or just something
Yeah.
that is like this.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's talking about it like, we've always wanted this in Minecraft. This is so cool.
That's kind of cool.
It's such
I
a
like that.
basic thing. Like, all you get from it if you hit it is like the resin around the creaking heart thing.
Okay.
You don't really get much from this guy,
Yeah.
but it's so fun. It's just cool.
Now, how much damage? Let's see.
They don't do damage.
So
at least in
creaking,
my experience.
creaking melee attacks deal 3 points of damage.
Yeah,
so 1.5 hearts.
that's nothing.
right, but it's something.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if they would have made it...
Okay, not everybody is the super player like you, Little C. You
I
got to
have-
remember that too. Our audience is
Yeah.
a whole. Some
It's
people
just-
just started
but
playing
it's just-
Minecraft.
It's weird because you go into this biome and you have this deep fear, and it
puts fear
feels
into
so
you,
scary.
but
and
you're
then you
used
get-
to
And then the creaking
the
shows
deep
up
dark or something,
and just
but-
hits you,
Yeah,
and it's like, oh,
I can see that.
this guy. I mean, he could kill you if he gets like
Yeah.
10 or so hits in with. But I have maxed out Netherite too. It's kind of hard to.
Now, what I
Experience.
find this interesting. So
'Cause you'd experience
creakings are
this
supposed to
early.
be out of wood, right?
They're like a twig.
They're like a tree.
as G-Bow called it
So
at the event.
they're
Stickman, or
resistant to
twig
fire.
guy.
Resistant to fire, but to me,
That
I
kinda
feel
makes
like they
sense.
should burn up.
No,
but
I don't know. To me, the wood type,
Yeah.
that the
Yeah.
pale oak, it doesn't feel like a. It feels like a mythical wood type
Mm.
almost. So it kind of maybe has like this like weird
Okay.
thing
I
of
could see
not
that.
burning down. And I think the wood still burns down. I don't know. I didn't
Hmm.
light the forest on fire. I don't usually do that.
Yeah, it's just
Usually.
interesting. So
Yeah.
creakings ignore cacti, sweet berry bushes, so pathfinding
Yeah.
stuff, sweet
They
berries.
they don't
all-
take
yeah.
damage
Yeah.
at
No,
all.
but- okay.
A warden can't kill them.
That's crazy. A particle trail. So you just have to get the creaking heart. Is how you get it.
Yeah.
You take it away.
That's it.
And it stays, and then you place that back down and you get them back.
Well, you have to place it with the pale oak logs. You have to
Okay.
have basically
Oh, yeah,
3
you have to
pale oak logs.
activate it. That's
You have to
right.
activate it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
and this is something I found interesting. You can't deactivate it with the piston. the creaking.
Really?
You can't move.
Oh no, it just activates it with that. But then, how do you kill it? You gotta break the block
during the day or during the night. You would have to break the creaking heart, but if you wait till day, you unactivate it. Then
so you got to completely.
I think.
Yeah. So the creaking heart has to be between two of the logs.
You can't just move the creaking heart. It's an immovable piston block.
Okay.
So that's something I found a little interesting.
Okay, got it. I see. And then, but then you have to destroy it. You have to destroy the block.
Yeah, and I suggest doing it with the soak touch. You have to have soak touch to pick it up.
Okay.
So if you want your own creaking,
I gotcha. Yeah, absolutely. Now, do they like spawn, or there's only so many per garden?
What do you mean?
The creaking heart itself?
I don't know. The one I found, I only found the one creaking heart in the Pale Garden.
Right. So I wonder if you go back,
there was another.
There could be another.
No,
one.
I don't think so. It's just a block. In the tree. They're inside of the trees. They're usually pretty hidden away too. But if you hit the creaking, it'll show you where it is.
I gotcha.
Does the particle thing, which worked pretty well.
Now, I find this interesting too. Comparators attached to the creaking heart block will output a signal strength dependent on the distance to the connected creaking.
Is so cool.
That is cool. I love red.
Some technical players probably going to have this insane NASA scientist reason for this.
Yep.
To me, it's like, why would you ever use that besides to have a little light thingy that shows you how close a creaking is to its own heart?
Right.
Which is so helpful, and you definitely need it.
Gotta have it.
But no, it's just a fun little feature you can mess with.
I like that. All right, so you get these resin clumps, block of resin brick, and a whole family of resin bricks, blocks.
The proper tool is a pickaxe for them.
Okay, very nice.
They look like baked beans. They look like more orange baked beans.
Okay.
Or almost, the potato update?
Yeah.
You remember that? That was a good update, April Fool's update. They kind of look like the potatoes.
Kind of like the potatoes.
They kind of look like the potatoes. I don't like the blocks themselves. I don't think I'll ever use them.
Really?
Besides maybe like once in a very specific where I need a bright orange color.
Yeah, they are very orange. I remember.
I will use the armor trim. I love that bright orange armor trim. It looks so nice. I'm planning on actually redoing my...
It's almost like the orange that hunters wear.
Yeah. I'm going to redo...
That's what it feels like to me.
I'm going to redo my main, like, everyday set of netherite armor on Jericho, I think, so that I can have it trimmed in, at least some of it with resin. And I might mix emeralds, because I think that'd be cool.
I like it. All right. Well, that's cool. So I like that they bring biome. They brought a new mob. And a whole family of bricks.
Yeah.
And
it's basic
things
drop,
like that.
But it's a fun
New
feature.
Wood.
It adds a lot. The wood is great. There's something here.
These drops are, I like the drops.
There is something here at the bottom I want to just add on the changelogs, and this is just a change. The duration of the effects of Suspicious Stew have been aligned to those in Bedrock Edition. So Java is matching Bedrock Edition for the effect of it. Oh my gosh. I just realized something on the changelogs. I haven't seen this in so long. At the very bottom, they removed Hero Brian.
Very nice.
Thank goodness, because I was worried. With this new biome, this seems like something
you'd
like.
Find Hero Brian.
You'd hate to, so I'm glad they removed him.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, ambient sounds. Pale Garden. Ambient sounds.
Are they connected to the vines, I believe? Is what makes the sound?
Well, let me read it. It's a short little part here. Ambient sounds in the Pale Garden biome do not come from the biome itself, but are generated by blocks found in the biome.
Blocks, just some of the blocks.
Pale hanging moss emits subtle atmospheric sounds when it is attached to pale oak logs or pale oak leaves.
That's cool.
Creaking hearts emit a set of eerie sounds when they are active during the night.
The sounds
are surrounded by logs
creepy
on all sides. Oh, they got to be surrounded on all sides.
So it's inside of the tree, basically.
Yeah. Open eye blossoms placed on pale moss blocks emit a soft whispering sound. So I'm guessing you can get these sounds to move.
Anywhere.
That's amazing.
Because you can put the hanging vines on the leaves, and then you have this like ambient sound. I kind of want to put it in my base. I think it'd be cool.
Very nice. All right.
That's
see.
about all the interesting
Yeah,
stuff.
they changed most
They
of
did.
this too. We've talked about it in snapshots
Yeah,
and
we've talked
everything
about
like
it
that.
plenty.
They're just bringing it, required tools for drops, mobs picking up items. They changed how they prefer weapons and things like that. Tons of technical changes on Java Edition.
Yeah.
Now, a few highlights. I mean, Bedrock basically got the same thing, right? And this was Tuesday, November 3rd, by the way. I don't think we said that. So,
Oops.
yeah, for both of these came out, they were within minutes of each other when they released the changelogs anyways.
I was impressed to see that it actually came out on Windows right away for Bedrock Edition.
Really?
Or at least not right away.
Been pretty good
I
about
looked at it about an hour after the update came out.
Yeah.
But usually it takes 4 hours. I remember a few updates it took forever to get
that
on
is
Windows.
True.
And also I talked to someone who plays on iOS.
Yeah.
And then also my Android, it was there. It was just all there everywhere. They pushed it equally, I think.
I think part of that is having the smaller drops.
They can
get
optimize
it done,
the push to be ready.
Exactly. I think that's a benefit. I think it's good. Is there anything in particular? I know I want to talk about the sleeping animation in Bedrock.
This is Bedrock Edition, actual update.
So let me see if I can find that list here. I am on Minecraft.net, of course. All right, there we go.
There's some fixes and stuff, nothing too...
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same type of thing that we're talking about.
Let's see. There's a lot of changes on Bedrock.
There are tons of changes. All right, so updated sleep screen. The sleep screen in Minecraft Bedrock Edition has been redesigned.
It's so nice.
It updated the animation to make it feel more sleepy, which
it does. It totally feels more sleepy.
I didn't know this when I played on my live stream.
I didn't either. I just noticed
and I just saw it. I'm like, wait, is that different?
Yeah.
And I wasn't 100% sure, but I knew it just didn't feel the same. I knew
it was definitely different, but I used so many random texture packs. I'm like, what pack is this?
Right. Yep.
But yeah, it just looks like you're closing your eyes. It's so nice.
So the message about the number of players sleeping needed to skip the night has been rewritten. I haven't actually experienced this yet. Have you seen this yet? What they're talking about at all? I haven't played it. So the button style and layout has been updated a bit on the sleep screen. The chat button is hidden when playing alone. Now, you don't like this.
I don't like this because I use chat as a notepad when I'm playing single player. I put chords in there. I put notes of, hey, build this kind of thing.
Right.
So when I sleep, I look at it kind of thing. I think overall it's better for the majority of players just so then they're like, chat, why is there chat? I'm just in my world kind of thing. I don't know. I don't think it matters either way. It's one of those features that does not matter. It's just interesting.
Right.
There is something interesting they added that I noticed. I didn't know they added this. I noticed it. Actual gameplay.
The vanilla parody stuff?
No.
Oh.
Just there's a warning message in chat when you hit unloaded chunks.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know this. This is down in the gameplay section. Yeah. I was going down my ice road, my blue ice road on Jericho, and it always hits unloaded chunks. It just goes too fast. Server can't keep up. Totally understandable. And it had that message. And also, chunks just seem to load a lot better this update. They must have changed some stuff because it just is a bit smoother. It feels more jumpy. It feels like it's a bit more jumpy. The chunks pop in.
Oh, okay.
I think they load quicker, but they just seem to bam, 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 a bit more line by line.
That's interesting.
I don't know. That could be just me crazy again. I don't know. It's just something that feels...
Well, under stability and performance, of course, they fixed a crash that could sometimes occur after uploading and joining a room.
They've never done that before, have they?
Fixed an issue where the game would occasionally hang when loading resources and improved game loading stability.
That's
I don't
good.
see anything as far as chunks in that, but interesting. I mean, usually anytime they try to optimize, I know there's a lot of things with the code stuff, the back end of it, and I wonder if a lot of that they're just cleaning up, basically.
which about time, but
yeah, there's all kinds of
there's tons of
changes here.
technical stuff in Bedrock.
The main thing I saw was that
The
sleep
sleep.
animation was kind of cool.
The
That's the
trunk
main
loading thing was
difference.
something.
I'm just glad
interesting.
they are. I remember playing Legacy Edition.
The good old
Right,
days.
we'd watch Java players get hoppers or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
And then
And
we'd
they'd
have to
them
wait forever.
Yeah, it'd be like a year at least.
Yeah.
Till we got any
Now,
of that.
whatever you
So,
play on, you're getting the update.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's better together, right?
Still miss Legacy Edition.
I do too. There's some definite good things there.
I think
They do have some parody things on the Bedrock side, Java. So one-hit kills on some mobs that aggravate other mobs of the same type.
So Zombified
fixed that.
Piglin, if you kill one instantly. I didn't notice. I didn't know this wasn't a thing because I built my Wither Scaly farm after the update came out.
Okay.
So I just did that because I'm like, yeah,
Right.
that's the mechanic. That's how it's always been. That's what is gonna happen. So I just did that, and they didn't get aggravated.
And I'm not sure if that was more of a bug or it's never really been in there.
But I don't think I've ever noticed it. If it, I think every time I've done it, I've either been in Java in a situation where I probably accidentally clicked it, or I just didn't realize that, I aggravated them by killing one instantly.
Nice. This is interesting too. There's a developer's note here under blocks and items. We fixed several issues where the tool used to mine some blocks didn't affect the drop or mining speed correctly. Related to these changes, any block that drops when its support is broken will also drop when mined with any tool. And I think that was actually a note I saw on Java Edition too. So that's good to know. Yeah.
They're just fixing stuff.
Fixing all that stuff. It's an awesome drop. So let us know too. Leave us comments, right? We want your comments. Want to talk about it again next week. I want to hear what your guys' experiences are on the Garden Awakens drop is what they're calling it.
And then there was another thing. They're already back at it. They dropped the update and they're back at it.
Yeah, they already have it in the works. The next day, Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, Minecraft Bedrock Beta /preview 1.21.60.23. All right. Changes. Blocks. Fence gate blocks use state minecart cardinal direction instead of Minecraft. Or minecart. Not minecart. Minecraft cardinal direction instead of Minecraft direction using string values north, south, east, and west. Okay. Biomes, eye blossoms, and pale moss carpets no longer generate inside pale oak tree trunks. So this is something, right, that you might see things broken in the new update. This happens all the time. Doesn't matter how clean they get it.
It's going to be broken.
It happens. This is why you save your world.
Back up.
And
Take
sometimes it's worth waiting until this becomes an official release. Sometimes.
Just have you right there. I know you haven't backed up your world in a little while.
Right.
Go
back
grab
up
that
your
USB
world.
stick you have on your desk and you back up that world.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose it. Trust
Absolutely.
me.
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, for sure. The vegetation of many overworld biomes has been updated to more closely match Java Edition in line with the intended look and feel of Minecraft. So to me, I read into this a little bit more.
No, that seems right.
And I kind of see it as, okay, Java Edition is still the intended
yes, it is.
way of Minecraft.
It definitely is. I think
that's their
the
basis,
developers
so.
completely believe that. I think just gameplay-wise,
Right.
Java feels more Minecrafty.
Some item things here. Suspicious stews with the weakness effect acquired from shipwrecks and trading with villagers now apply the weakness effect for 7 seconds when consumed. Let's see here. User interface. Inbox messages with long content are now scrollable in gamepad immediately after entering the screen. Oh, with gamepad. Yep, got it. Touch controls. Touch button for pick block is now available for both survival and creative. And of course, they have fixes here. These are all the things they're
How does
fixing.
pick block work on touch controls? That's You people that play on
It's
touch
a button.
controls,
It's just a button
y'all
on the screen.
impress me.
So
I don't know how y'all do
have
it.
I still use a controller if I play on my phone.
Yes, they make little things that your phone goes into that puts like controller
Those are
buttons
cool
on
too.
the side.
Yeah,
I kind of want
I
one.
like that. Yep. All right, the fix is here. Fix the crash that could occur when teleporting back into a chunk where a block entity was destroyed.
So basically, your game would crash if you blew up TNT, left the chunk, and went back to the chunk.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Lily pads no longer flicker when seen from afar. Sunflowers no longer flicker when seen from afar. And I wonder if this is some of the stuff that you just subconsciously are seeing, that they're not flickering
there's so
and
many
things like
of
that.
those things that I notice, little flickering.
Yeah, but this
things
is this is still in the beta preview, but I wonder if they're starting to
They are.
try to focus on some of that stuff. So that's good. The
'Cause they
dark
realize it
edges
matters.
around the screen at low Y coordinates now fade in gradually rather than appear suddenly. I like that. I definitely see that a lot. A creaking's eyes now render even when the creaking is invisible, provided it has a target. So that might be part of your problem. They might be invisible.
Huh? That's
Well, why would they be? Do they get invisible on their own?
no.
Okay.
That wouldn't.
Okay.
And you would. I don't know. I don't think
So now you see their eyes, anyways, if they are invisible. Are there a lot of witches in there? Did you experience a lot of witches or anything?
It's not.
No?
There wouldn't be a invisible thing.
I'm not saying that. I'm just asking if there were a lot of witches.
Maybe I didn't see any, but it's just normal mob spawns.
Right.
So
Okay. The new magma cube model and texture are now only used by resource packs that explicitly override them, as they have been renamed to differentiate them from the original assets. Get all that? Fixed an issue where optional and required resource packs couldn't be downloaded when joining a multiplayer game if it was canceled on the first download and join attempt. Touch controls. It is now possible to place blocks on top of containers when flying downwards, like on PC. Fixed. An unknown error has occurred when downloading resource packs under specific circumstances. The pale oak leaves no longer appear lighter than on Java. Renamed banners no longer lose their custom names when broken or when washed in cauldrons.
that's so cool.
Yes.
That's actually really cool.
Yes, they finally
Now
are going to be
add
fixing
it
that.
so you can
It's
do
not in the actual game yet, so
But now can
remember
they
that.
add the thing with the maps and banners like on Java where you
Yeah,
can
that
have the
would be
little
nice.
pinpoints?
Yeah, I don't
Those
know
are
if they're
cool.
ever going to do that. Twisting vines and weeping vines now have an increased chance of dropping as items when broken with fortune enchanted tools, including a 100% chance when using fortune 3. Okay. Dispensers can now place shocker boxes underwater.
That's interesting.
That's those.
That's it.
That's all, folks, for the past week of Minecraft.
Now it's time for
Listener questions.
Our first question comes from Radio Guy. How do you get rid of a pumpkin overlay or a carved pumpkin overlay?
Well, if I want to get rid of a carved pumpkin, I usually shoot it with a shotgun, because America. No?
Not the pumpkin itself. We're not destroying the pumpkin.
I thought that's what we were doing. All right, little see what's going on here.
You can get a texture pack to remove the overlay or like make it translucent. I like that one because I'll forget if I have a pumpkin on my head the whole time if I have it invisible. So I'll just put a translucent one so I can see through it. It's kind of cheaty. I like it. I use it at every infight.
So we've used it on Jericho as an option. I don't know if I have it on this year. I don't think so.
I think we stopped it because it broke something.
Yeah, it did. But there's different levels of that. You can completely remove it. You can have it where it's just lighter darkness kind of thing.
Which is what I have.
Yeah.
I like that one more.
That way you still feel different.
Here's a funny story from Jericho Season 4.
Where can they find it, though? Bedrock Tweaks? Probably?
I don't know.
This is probably your
Google
best
it.
bet, but yeah.
Yeah. Funny story from last season. G-Bow, I think I think it was G-Bow, did something and made it so I had a Curse of Binding Pumpkin on my head. So then I went and used the no overlay pack.
Yeah, that sounds like something he would do.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right. Next question here. The goated.
The goated.
The goated.
He's the goat.
Where did you come up with the name Jericho?
The Bible.
The Bible.
I brought my
Yes.
Bible today. Look
Very
at me.
nice.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
from this book.
Yes, it is.
It's from like
yeah, it's all over in there.
it's like this section of the book.
Kind of the front, kind of
The front-ish area. But yeah, it was a city of biblical times, Old Testament times.
Yep.
And it had walls. We thought that was cool. It's kind of a cool sounding name, Jericho. So it stuck. On season 1, we had a castle as our spawn area.
Yes.
We thought it was the coolest build we ever did. Looking
it was
back,
awesome.
It's still pretty cool. I gotta admit, I still like it.
Yeah.
But it's just funny how perspective changes, especially for me because I've done some major building,
Right.
especially like this season.
Yep.
Of stuff I'm like, I would never have dreamed of building this kind of thing. So yeah.
It's
Hey
some cool
BS,
stuff.
you want to tell them what happened to the city?
Well, thanks there, Little C. I'll kind of let them go find it in the Bible.
Yeah, go read your Bibles, guys.
Go find the Bible story on your own. But let's say it has to do with walls falling and nothing about falling off walls like Humpty Dumpty or anything.
Okay.
But it's kind of walls falling kind of thing. I actually love this question.
It is.
We get
It's
it
a good one.
quite often.
We change our answer every time.
We
too.
do change.
I mean,
but
it's always the
it's all
same,
correlated.
But we just kind of,
Right. And honestly, we were just discussing it, trying to come up with a name.
Yeah. Okay,
when
so
we
the
started that
name
first
of
one,
our SMP series, which was just us and like family and random people kind of thing, was something. And we had something season 1 and season 2.
Right.
That was our name. We were like, we should name it something.
Yeah.
So we named it something.
So we named it
I
something.
still love that.
That was good. And then, we had Jericho. And I think most of the credit probably has to go to Holy Bookworm.
Yeah.
I had an idea. I wanted something biblical.
Yeah.
Right?
I
wanted
cool
something with walls. And, of course, our Bible expert in-house, right?
Yeah.
Holy Bookworm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense. Holy Book.
Right. Exactly. I just now got
I don't know if that's
part,
how she means her name to be.
I don't know. But yeah, I think Holy Bookworm gets the credit mostly for naming Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. There's songs, right, of that. Talk about Jericho.
I don't know
a lot
what's
and
the best,
stuff,
like, I don't know if we could come up with a better, if we rebranded, which I don't think we ever will.
I don't think I think we're good with this now.
We're stuck with Jericho Season 5 Infinity now.
Right, yeah.
Which I'm super happy with.
I do like it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it'll go infinity. It's going to go a long time, though.
Long time.
Right.
I'll probably have a beard by the time it ends.
Hey,
No,
maybe.
Probably
maybe.
not. Can you guys see this face? Nothing grows here. That's not true.
It's kind of
It's kind of annoying. I have to shave. Annoying.
Welcome
Stuff
to being a
grows
man.
on my face.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for the listener questions. Just a reminder, right? Listener questions can be Minecraft related, like they were today, which is awesome. Or they
this
can
never
be,
happens that we get 2 Minecraft related ones.
Or they can be something totally random. That's okay too. I prefer people to get their questions in on Discord. You got to be 13 or over though, so maybe you're not. You can email us, contact@theblockpartymc.com. Or if you don't even have email, well, you still need email though, but you can use the contact form. It might let you without it. I'm not sure.
No, you have to.
The contact form on our website. Mm-hmm. That's another way to do it. If you don't want us to, whatever, it's fine. That's a good way to do it.
That's it. Those are the ways.
Those are the ways. All right. And I really want to hear from the listeners. Mm-hmm. We need you guys. We love you guys. And we want to talk about what you want to talk about. What have you been doing? Seriously. Get those comments in. Same places. Do it. Do it now. All right, Little C. That was a fun show. I'm going to leave
We can't. No. Don't leave. It's time for everyone's favorite part of the show. Holy Bookworm's Joke of the Week.
What do mermaids use to wash their fins?
Tide.
Okay,
No,
so Tide, that's kind of funny.
No.
I can give her credit there.
it's really
If
not.
she comes in, she's actually around the studio. She can say hi on camera right now.
You guys want some
So
lie?
come on in. There is the one, the only holy bookworm on video. If you're
Hey,
not
y'all.
watching on video, you got to be on
gotta-
Spotify.
You guys
Got to do it.
got the holy
All
bookworm.
right. So
Everyone's
it is
favorite
the holy
Minecraft streamer
bookworm.
right there.
All right. Thank you all for listening. Really appreciate you all. Subscribe for more fun. Join us at theblockpartymc.com.
If you have thoughts or questions, because we run out very frequently. So please leave us your thoughts or questions. Contact at theblockpartymc.com, the contact form on the website, or Discord. Discord's preferred.
Yeah, I
Thumbs up.
agree. Thanks for listening. I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I gotta eat my coffee.
And I'm Little C. Bye.